Remember, kids, always do your jumping jakes. Yo, Merry Christmas, top Billin fan. Thank you for all the support. It's been fun. 2021, we're going to get it cracking even better, all right? So, you Florida Gator fans, man, my man Kadarius Toney absolutely lit it up this season. He was a joy to watch. I mean, this man has such a clean game that's multifaceted. His run after catch is phenomenal. His physicality is phenomenal. 6 foot, 193 pounds. Had 70 catches for 984 yards and 10 tuds, baby, with a 14.1 average. Kadarius Toney, man, he made this offense go, along with my man checkmate Kyle Pitts as well. So moving on beyond that, if I'm being honest here, I thought those particular stats would go to one Jacob Copeland. My man Jumpin' Jake. Jumpin' Jake actually ended up with 23 catches for 435 yards. You can see his explosiveness, 18.9 yards a catch, 6 foot, 203 pounds. Him and Kadarius Toney very much one and the same with their skill sets. Oh, man, if you really think about their games, man, they're very evenly matched. If Jacob Copeland were to return next season, obviously no Kyle Trask at quarterback. We're going to see how that works out with, of course, my man Emory Jones, Fab Five, or maybe a guy like Anthony Richardson steps up to the plate. I want to see them in major ball distribution mode, right? I don't care about the QB runs and all that stuff. Dan Mullen showed himself to be an absolute freak. I called him the hacker. He is every bit of that. And you talking about hacking into someone's encrypted files, that man did it through the air, where we known him as being more of a run game guy. So imagine that. They're going to have a host of dope-ass receivers next year. Jacob Copeland can lead the way along with Xavier Henderson. Of course, the tight ends, Kamari Gamble, Keon Zipperer, Justin Shorter back, perhaps filling the role of a Trayvon Grimes. Is Jacob Copeland, could he just step right in, right? He already has his role now, but the way they use Kadarius Toney, could you slide him over and then have somebody else fill Jacob Copeland's role? Maybe like an Xavier Henderson. Just have Jacob Copeland be the all-do-it-everything guy on the inside, outside, backfield, and all that, just because he breaks tackles and he's physical. What do you guys think about that? You have to let me know. But, man, beyond that, Whittemore, depending on what happens with a couple of other guys as well, man, I still think the wide receiver core is going to be very explosive, just targets in general. And that's not to mention the guys in the backfield. I think you'll get a step up. It just depends, though. All these guys could come back in the backfield as well. I don't know. I just wouldn't sleep on Florida if I'm you guys out there.
What more can I say?
Top Billin. All right, here we go. Soloed off here to the boundary. It seemed like your man Jumpin' Jake was pretty much non-existent through the first part of the season. But in the back half, man, he started to do his thing, and he showed me why I was so high on him coming into the season and why I'm extremely high on him if he were to return next season. Hopefully he doesn't do anything questionable, right? Let's call it questionable, and enter the draft or try to take his talent somewhere else, because this will be his time to shine. I would go right up to the hacker and be like, hey, can you put me exactly where Kadarius Toney was? Somebody needs to be able to fill that particular position that can break tackles and is physical. So if not him, man, they got somebody else I'll talk about probably at another day here. But check this out right here. Going against Josh Jobe, working against touch-and-go coverage here. Josh shot it. Look at the separation on the curl route right there. And as always, I has to cause some type of prison riot every time this man is trying to get tackled. You need 3 or 4 guys to tackle Jumpin' Jake at all times. You see how that man is built. But let's break it down right here. Look at this. The rhythm step right here caused that man to prematurely shoot, right? That's what we call what? Premature evaluation. Your man Josh Jobe prematurely shot the jab, right, on the touch-and-go coverage. My man varied the rhythm on that, pressed it to the outside, still varying the rhythm there. Now Josh Jobe trying to decrease the space there. Then it becomes all physicality. And nobody's as physical as Jumpin' Jake. Very much like a Jamar Chase. That's what I try to compare him to. And they're literally almost the same size right now, right? I think Jamar Chase is about 6 foot 205. There you go. Look at that. This subtle push right here, subtle push off in the chicken fighting stage, sent that man to Antarctica. Look where the hell he's at. Look at the separation right there. Social distancing at its best. Jake Copeland with the curl route. And then, of course, it comes the brigade trying to get this man down. You need 3 or 4 defensive backs. Need to add a linebacker in there to look perfect. Look, 3 DBs and a linebacker. That's what you need to bring down Jumpin' Jake for sure. All right, back soloed off here, Jumpin' Jake into the boundary. One thing about his skill set screams outside wide receiver like a Jamar Chase. But then the scheme itself screams, hey, just play him where Kadarius Toney was, just because of the matchup issues in his ability to break tackles and his route running ability. But remember, the best thing about that man is his ability to high point the ball, which is why I call him Jumpin' Jake. He didn't really display that as much this year. Last year he was killing it with that, but it just shows you the type of weaponry that he has in his arsenal here. But you see him soloed off here, I think another curl route, just super physicality. Look at that. Chicken fighting stage, gets off, and then look at this. Oh, okay, what was this? Okay, look at that. When you messing with this dude right here, he's got so much talent, man. He wants to show you what 1988 was about. 1988 Beat Street, Boogaloo shrimping them boys. Look at that. You ain't doing that. Your wide receiver ain't out there Boogaloo shrimping like that. Come on, man. What we doing here? All right, let's zoom in a little close. All right. Of course, we saw this is a prison rep, just straight physicality here going against the White McLaughlin, a true freshman. I don't know what the White is doing right here, but this is definitely meet and greet coverage here. He tries to collar Jacob Copeland right away, right? My buddy, wherever he goes, come on. What is he doing right there? I don't know what that is, but that's not the kind of guy you want to get physical with, especially if you're just a true freshman, because you have not been doing your jumping, Jake. So look at that. Shrugs him off once. My man is straight holding. Dwight McLaughlin's holding. He's going to be a really good player, too. I'm very impressed with those young guys they have at LSU in the secondary. But then one more time right here. What did I tell you? Get the hell off me. And once again, social distancing being practiced there. You're not as strong as Jumpin' Jake. Shows him the numbers. Always a hand catcher. Turns back upfield. Now it's time for round 3. He's losing round 3 as well. Look at that. Yards after catch. What did I tell you? He's still going to get you some more yak. I'm not sure what happened right here, though. This is a nice wrestling move. Kind of used his own legs to kind of trip Jumpin' Jake right there. And you knew what the rest was. The rest was history. All right, here we go. Check him out on this fade against McLaughlin. Look at that. McLaughlin, I like him trying to get hands on mans, but look at him. This is what I tell you. That right there. The chicken fighting stage, people are going to have to realize that you can't mess with him like that. He's going to create separation. You see McLaughlin, I don't know if he got a mini concussion from that little exchange right there, but he's going the wrong way. Jumpin' Jake simply adjusts, comes back, hands catcher. That simple. Boom. And look at that. McLaughlin's struggling out here, right, with his little mini concussion. Finishes it off. Bang. Full concussion. He's asleep. Weekend at Bernie's. Let's go back a little bit. Now look at this, right? Off the transition right here, the outside release there. You don't want to shoot 2 hands, guys. I tell you this all the time. You cannot move shooting a 2-hand jam. But McLaughlin does a good job of trying to stay over top of it, but you would rather come back and you use that jab as a rangefinder, right? The jab meaning the shooting the jam, staying in this hip pocket so you can adjust for a fade. Right? This is not a back shoulder fade, so this doesn't work out in his favor, especially right then and there when the little subtle push with his strong, super strong Jumpin' Jake makes him keep flying, and he just continues to work to the ball. McLaughlin to get better at that. But bang, that slept him right there. Wasn't never the same again after that. All right, and these empty sets, 3x2 here, top of the screen, you have a hitch. Then you got Copeland here in the slot. He's going to be running a post. He's money on these posts, man. He almost breaks one right here. And you got Kadarius Toney here. Looks like he's running a hook. He's in a tight slot there. So go ahead and let this roll. Look at him. Take it. Bait him. Oh. Almost. Just by the fingertips, McLaughlin got him there. They don't have a good replay for this one, too, so, I mean, I can't apologize for it. I can only work with what I have there, but you can see the separation created on this here. Trask puts it on him. The Trask got hand there. McLaughlin does the best thing that he could do. Just kind of trips him up there. And, of course, he has the finishing style. Jumpin' Jake sticks to landing. All right, here's a better angle of it right here. You see Trask on the lift off, but check out Copeland right here. A little bit of an outside stem before he gets to the post, and he immediately creates that separation. Trask does a pretty good job of leading him. Yeah, I liked it. Trask did a really good job of leading him there. Got him to the post, but he just got clicked up just a little bit. Clipped his heels. That's hard. But y'all get the gist of that, man. Your man jumping Jay Copeland. I can't wait to see what he does in this Oklahoma game. If he'll be a major target. I don't foresee Kyle Trask not playing. So I honestly wish that Kyle Trask wouldn't play. I wish that anybody who's going to the draft wouldn't play. I would like to see how they're going to look next season. This would be a great opportunity for them to play a very good team in Oklahoma and have those guys go out there and be the main focal point. So I'm not sure how that's going to happen. If Kyle Trask and Kadarius Toney is there, they're going to wreck shop on the Sooners, I would have to imagine. And it may be the same old. But when Pitts wasn't there, Copeland stepped up. So I'll be interested to see what he does as well. So a lot of stuff to get to before then, maybe. I might come back and do something on that game before the game there, but definitely in the offseason, we got to piece it together and see exactly where Florida should stand for next season with that offensive line. But I feel like the weapons are still going to be very good, especially out wide and in the backfield. So just pretty much all the weapons, I still think they're going to be one of the better weapon-laden teams out there. So let me know what you think about that. Top Billin, your boy Murf, the Underground King. Merry Christmas. Make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.